Hello, audio people around the globe. It's me, Paul. Welcome back to my studio, Warsaw, Poland, and to my humble YouTube channel. Today I was supposed to review Spectral Layers 10 by Steinberg, but you know what? Their website with the trial is off for some reason, so I wrote to Steinberg to ask for an NFR. I hope it reaches me soon, and by then I have a terrific topic to talk about. I wanted to make this vid a long time ago. Do you remember FeedF Gen 2 by MAAT? Yes, you're gonna find the vid here. I was kind of at the brink of calling it a spam or a hoax of some kind. I didn't like it, I didn't see the purpose, I didn't like the way they marketed this. And you know what? Oliver Masciarotti actually wrote me a couple of emails, and he also offered that I check out some of their famous EQs. Of course, the most famous one is the thEQorange, and they claim on their website this is absolute peak, this is the summit of linear phase EQing, it is the best of the best, also when mentioning the price tag, which is almost €600 for a digital EQ. Guys, is this EQ really so special? Is it the best of the best, the cleanest, the whatever it is? I decided to pair it up against Kirchhoff EQ today and make a battle between these two to find out whether the thEQorange is really so special. Let's find out. Of course, if you think this channel is a cool place, if you like my vids, if you like my studio, you can always subscribe right here, you can support me somewhere here, you can like this vid and comment on it so we ignite another discussion down below. Thanks. For the purposes of today's battle, I made a simple session. There's a loop from a track I'm just working on. I have started it like 2 days ago. It's not EQ'd at all, so that's gonna need some serious EQing, especially in the low end. So it's gonna be kind of a real-life example. Doesn't sound good at all, but it doesn't matter. I just need some material to be basically EQ'd, especially in the low end, let's say, but not only. So we're gonna make it happen first with MAAT EQ with the orange, which is here, and then we're gonna repeat the same EQing with Kirchhoff. I switched on 117-bit internal processing and 2 times oversampling on it. It's fair, I think, because if it's there, I can simply use it. The thEQorange doesn't offer, no, it does. Oversample is here. I turned the oversample also on, and we're gonna simply compare the results first by ear. Is there any real life difference? And then we're gonna throw it all to the PluginDoc. We're gonna see the linear analysis and also harmonic analysis to see whether they are the same clean or maybe the thEQorange is significantly cleaner or so, guys. Let's find out. This is how it sounds as it is. Yes, it's quite boomy, not balanced at all. It needs some serious intervention, and this is not like real mastering or mixing EQing, remember? This is just an example to test out the software itself. So I'm gonna start, of course, with MAAT EQ, the thEQorange, and I will simply try to EQ this piece a bit. Yes, I decided to go for a low cut at 32 Hz, but as far as I learned from the manual, the low cut slope is 12 dB per octave. So if I want to make it 24, I have to actually use 2 bands. I cannot choose the slope here. So, well, the overall count of bands is 12. I used up 2 already to do the low cut 24 dB at 32 Hz, guys. Okay, happens. Let's continue. Let's say I have some of the material basically EQ'd. This is the curve I'd like to have. I will also maybe go for the high cut as well at 18. Same story too of them to make it 24 dB per octave. Let's compare with it and without the EQ. Yeah, guys, of course, this is something very basic, like nothing really fancy, special. Don't expect this from this very draft loop. But we can try to transfer the same settings to Kirchhoff to see what happens. All right, let's say I transferred the settings. I have some doubts about the Q because, for example, the default Q here is 1.71, okay, and here the Q is 1 everywhere, and I'm wondering whether this Q, this value of Q1 is the same as 0.71 in MAAT, or is it something different? I'm not sure about it. We're gonna hear it soon. Let's switch to linear phase. Let's go extreme with Kirchhoff. And let's listen to the results, whether they are some kind the same. No, they are not. And I suppose this is exactly the matter of Q, of the default Q being different on both. So now probably I would have to go to PluginDoc and copy the thEQorange settings to Kirchhoff EQ there, match it there, and then transfer it back to Nuendo, which is going to happen right now. Yes, I saved both presets. As you can see, they are significantly different in the department of low and high cuts. And that's why what I suppose the Q here seems the same, the Q here seems the same, but there is bass difference, a significant one. I'm gonna work on it now. All right, guys, so I quit the idea of using two low-pass bands. I decided to go for one because I don't think it's 12 dB per octave. It makes the cut very significant, so I quit this idea. I used one, and I matched it with Kirchhoff EQ, and as you can see, I've got one band and 18 0.71 EQ, and I've got here at 16.2. Q is different, slope is different, and this is the closest I could get. So definitely the Q settings and the slope settings on both, they are named the same, but they behave totally different. The mid bands, the bell bands seem to be the same. Also the shelf band looks kind of the same, but low, high cuts, no. Anyway, I matched them, and I'm gonna transfer this back to Nuendo. Yes, I got it all in Nuendo. Let's listen whether there's any significant difference in quality or something. Okay, I can hear one difference. This is very, very minor and very subjective. I might be wrong as well, but I think that the transient of the kick is preserved better actually with Kirchhoff. Just a bit. I'm gonna try to listen to it again, or even I'm gonna try to export the kick itself from the project to be loaded here on this EQ settings. Yes, this is a good idea. Wait a second. I'm back. I exported the kick, rendered it, put it in the project. Let's listen to this now, the same EQ settings on two different EQs. Yes, now I can hear that actually the Kirchhoff version is tighter. The thEQorange version is kind of smudging too much. Definitely, the Kirchhoff EQ kick is tighter, it's more compact, it's better defined with more punch. I'm sorry. So I'm wondering again, what about this legendary quality and this crazy price tag on the thEQorange? What is it really that justifies the price? For now, I have no idea because I like Kirchhoff a bit better, I have to tell you. Of course, the controls, the ergonomics of the workflow is way better on Kirchhoff as for me. It's this Pro Q3 style when I have the spectral of my sound displayed in real time, while I have something a bit different on MAAT, thEQorange. I don't like it so much. It's not that informative. I got more bands, more slopes, more Q settings, more radical tweaks on Kirchhoff that I don't find on thEQorange. So, what's the point? Maybe we're gonna find the answer in PluginDoc. Okay, I'm there. The settings again are opened from presets. So this is the linear analysis. Of course, phase exactly should be linear. Okay, there is some phase shift in subaudible range in Kirchhoff. I don't know why this is, but this is inaudible. Should not affect any sound that's here. Okay, let's just take a note that it's there. What about harmonic analysis for both? Yeah, so like let's mute Kirchhoff. So yeah, this comes actually from MAAT thEQorange, while Kirchhoff is technically you will not hear both in any real-life example, no matter how many instances you stack in your project. But technically, correct me if I'm wrong, but Kirchhoff is cleaner. It's below the measure threshold of PluginDoc, which is 200 dBFS. Hammerstein analysis is going to show us harmonics of following orders in frequency spectrum. How does it look here? This is Kirchhoff. Okay, I have to go lower. So this is my EQ response, and here would be yes. This is how it looks for Kirchhoff, which is absolutely impressive, I would say. This is clean, while for the thEQorange is, yeah. No. No. Hey, Oliver at MAAT. Man, I'm not against you as you could think I am. Oh, hey, I had really serious doubts about your FeedF Gen 2, but I came to thEQorange really completely unbiased, believe me. But Kirchhoff seems to sound better and technically look better on paper, and it's significantly cheaper, and it's got a better workflow. Why is the price tag and the marketing of your thEQorange like this? And I'm serious, I need MAAT to give me answers, because I start really seriously thinking, guys, that you're not an honest company to the users. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, but with the all modesty and positive approach that I could have towards any product released by any company, I choose Kirchhoff all the way in the meaning of price tag, functionalities, and technically the clean sound that I can see here. And that's it. And I will try to sum the things up for you now. Guys, I'm not into a war with anybody. If you're the user of thEQorange, I'm completely fine with it. And don't get me wrong, it's a terrific sounding EQ. It's really, really amazing. But I don't get the price tag on it, and I don't get the marketing policies of MAAT. So I'm not gonna end the episode with like a conclusion of my own, like a statement or my own opinion. I'm gonna seriously ask you and ask MAAT, was the whole test conceived in a wrong way? Or if my results are proper, what's actually going on with MAAT and their products? Because this is something I don't understand, and I beg your pardon, but I don't like it. So guys, let's start the discussion about MAAT products down below in the comments. Because if you ask me, I'm gonna completely stick to my Kirchhoff EQ. That's it. I'm kind of really speechless, so I hope to hear from you soon. Take care. Bye.